This video will demonstrate how to brand and change the colors of the Smart Office desktop and mobile clients. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Smart Office desktop client. On the right-hand side is my mobile. You'll notice that the contrasting color is blue, a light blue color. And I'm going to go ahead and log in here as well as on the mobile. On the left-hand margin of the desktop client, there's a contrasting color of a darker blue and a lighter blue. Within the mobile client, there's a lighter blue here against a white background. And as I scroll through the screens, you'll be able to see similarly the same thing. Okay. So what we can do in the administration is going into the provision client branding. By default, it shows the 3.0. If you'll select 4.1, and you'll see that there is a light mode and a dark mode. And this goes to, in the settings, the dark mode. And here in the mobile settings, you can also select a preferred mode. A system default will use whatever you have in your mobile phone to auto adjust, or you can select light or dark mode. And you'll notice there's also that same pop of color that you'll see in several places here, this light color throughout as well. And so that color is the default color. If you'd like to change it, you absolutely can. You can change the dark color, you can change the light color. And in this case, I'm going to change to a red color. And you can see the difference very easily. But in order to make these changes take effect, you'll want to test them. And the best way to do that is to test them on a demo user or an individual user who's willing to look at the changes and make sure they're okay. So for each user that's enabled for the desktop or mobile client, they're listed below. You can take one and check them here, and you can then change them from production to beta. And you can save your test settings. If you need to go to a different screen, you can, and you can come back. So let's say I go to a different screen, come back, I can load my test settings, and again change to this, and load the test settings, brought the red colors in. And in order for me to see these actually make the changes, I would have to log out as this user. This is John Doe at Trials. So I'm going to log out, and I'll do the same thing on the mobile device. Hit the log out button. And when I log back in, you'll see the red changes are picked up now. Brush, yes. There we go. Here's my red changes. And those are shown. So I have a red color difference. Now if I go into the light mode, you'll see that those are also shown here. And again, the light mode. Are all there. So that's how you make those changes take effect. And if you need to tweak them, you can for that test user. When you're ready to take them into production, then you can click the put into production mode. You can also do the same thing for custom tabs. So if you need to add a few custom tabs, you can do that. They will appear along the left margin down here, and by default they're not there. So if you need to remove one, you need to make changes to it very easily, you can go in and hit Add Tab, type in the name that you want to appear, which does happen to be the hover that you see here, fax, call recording, EUP, and the target URL. You can make it open in the client, or you can keep it where it doesn't. Either one of those, it doesn't matter. And let me get one that I just changed to show you. This is a site that we've set up for our use, and it has a link to our end user web portal, call recording, fax, training, our CRM, intranet, our help desk, and Okta. So I can go in and utilize this as a tab, and I'm going to take off all of these. And I'm going to add a tab, call it links. I want to open in the client, and you can choose one of these icons. You could also pass parameters if you need to, but I'm going to use this. Save the tab. And now I also want John Doe to test this out. So I'm going to save these test settings, and I'm going to have John Doe log out. You'll see the three icons there. Log back in. And now they just have one. And these show here, and you can click on each one of them, and it will open each one and let the user control that. The similar thing is with the mobile. So when I log out of the mobile and back in, and you go to your tabs are seen in the main menu, and it should pick them up. It will in just a second here. Refresh. And now you see the three links there. Get to call recording, training, there's training. And when you feel like this is what you want to roll into production, all you have to do, you can put John Doe back into production mode and then click Put into Production and hit Yes. Now, all of your other users will, when they log out and back in, or the next time that they log in, will now have the new functionality that you've added.